Okay, so since I'm all stuck on lace, I've been trying to find out just what all I'm missing in Act 2, like more content that I can unlock still. And I got the Beast Crest off stream, not a fan of it. Hello, Equinox. So I went ahead and looked up what's left in the crest world, and I'm missing two crests. So I'm going to be getting hopefully both of them this stream. I suspect I'll be able to get at least this first one easily enough. Started working on my latest essay for AP Literature today. I'm writing a paper on... This was the wrong room. I'm writing a paper on 1984 by George Orwell. Yeah, I knew your bitch ass would have something to say about it. So the paper will be divided into 7 parts, I think it was. I might not be able to rattle them all off the top of my head, though, but I'm trying to go over all the major themes of the book as I saw it. There's the, all the ways in which Big Brother exercises its authority over the people, the ways in which the system functions and maintains itself. So there's the control of media, the control of resources, and specifically the manufacturing of scarcity. There's the control of language, the constant surveillance, and the abuse of law enforcement. In my mind, those were like the 5 major things, that were gone over. And then there's the 2 effects on the people that also serve to exacerbate the system as a result, which is the fact that the people become very isolated and distracted, and also some of them go on to do the work for the system in maintaining it, like the character Parsons, as 1984's example. So, bet you feel pretty stupid now for saying it was boring. Sure showed you. Hi, Marcy. Oh, forgot he existed. Okay, lay the fuck off. Oh my god. I'm very calm right now. I feel very calm right now. How's it going with you, Marcy? Dude, fuck off. Not good. I suppose the day is almost over. I will be going to bed right after this. I need to move on from my tendency to stay up late on the weekends. I need to just start catching up on sleep. Plus, I'm hanging out with a friend at 10 tomorrow, so that's a good motivator too. You know, don't want to sleep till 10, otherwise I'll be late. Hey, what's up? I'm not fucking listening. Two more tools, fuck you. I just bought the wrong fucking thing. That was the complete... I didn't even fucking want that other one. Oh my god. And I really actually wanted this. That was the worst possible eventuality just now. And I just misclicked and healed for no reason. Do I have the game super quiet right now? Oh, I do. See, when I'm playing on my own time, I don't really play with sound, I just listen to music. My friend, she hasn't been on stream in forever. A phone woman. We're still in touch just as often. It's just the school year's been ramping up. She's very busy. I mean, I'm very busy too. I've been doing these streams a lot less. Anyways, she always judges me for it because we play Marvel Rivals together and I always play with the sound off. Because I don't, I'm not feeling it. Like, I just like listening to music / being on call. As it follows, I completely suck at Marvel Rivals, and I'm sure I'd suck either way, but I could probably be like a little better if I did play with sound and could therefore take advantage of audio cues. I don't care though, I'm not going to start. Your phone, yeah, whatever. You're just a hater. Could have gone this way and it would have been a lot easier, huh? You wouldn't hear the audio cues. Okay. Alright. Alright. Damn it. Can't go up there. Ow! I hate this fucking game. There. All right. Let's check Deep Docks, the Forge sister, whatever she's called. I don't remember. The merchant. I wonder if she has any craft metal. Oh yeah, I'll have to stream Rivals sometime soon. See, I've seen Deadpool has come out. Finally a playable character. Damn it. Wait, what? So, whole time. Okay, I'm just gonna buy this thingy. Wait, no, that also requires. They all require the goddamn. Damn, man. Alright. Anything you guys want to talk about? Wrong place. Told you about my academy. What is that? I did see that on Discord. I definitely haven't heard that story. Oh, it was nice to see, well, I don't want to say her name, but it's her Discord username, so I have nothing else to refer to as. We all know who I'm talking about. It was nice to see her take part in one of the conversations. Okay, thank God I was able to. There's been a mass chart here too. She's not online much. Oh no, I don't. I mean, she's under no obligation or anything. You know, I don't expect her to. It's just like a cool thing to see and all. Okay. So back to the 12th architect, and then I need to purchase the correct thing. I'm probably going to need to grind for rosaries, though, and I don't know where it's best to do that. Let's see your spots for farming rosaries. Where is that again? Okay, best spot for late game farming with 28 rosaries per run. And then directly below that, Greymore, mid-game farming spot, 48 rosaries per 40 seconds. Anyways, I was on that crappy boat in the middle of a lightning storm with my dad's sister when I was 13. Well. So, where were you? Like, where was the boat? Off the coast somewhere? Or like, was it like out on the water? Like far out? I mean, it sounds like a terrifying experience either way. But, just out of curiosity. Half an hour out, geez. That ain't good. Yeah, when I don't talk about it much at all. Yeah, I was in a boat in a river, a very big river. So I was like, I could see the shore. Obviously, it wasn't that big a river, but it was, not exactly within reasonable swimming distance. My dad and I, we just didn't check if there was a strong enough tide, so we both got in the water, but then neither of us were able to get back at first to the boat. The water was 16 feet deep. This was, how many years ago was this? 5 years ago by now. So I was very young at the time. Too young to experience something like that. To this day, I have no idea how I did it. I must have experienced an incredible spike in adrenaline, but after a few minutes of both of us being stuck out in the water, drifting further and further away from the boat, I managed to summon the strength to make it back, and I had to just, in a complete panic, just operating on autopilot, I grabbed a flotation device, and I immediately dove back out and swam back away from the boat towards my dad fast as I could with the flotation device. So we had a flotation device. We were safe by that point, and with how we were drifting, it would have taken forever. We would have been absolutely exhausted, but we would theoretically have eventually made it to shore. But obviously, in my young and stupid mind, I was not at all convinced of this fact. I thought, for absolutely certain, I thought I was going to die that day. And we were out on the water, just floating for a while. So eventually, another boat came by, and we were screaming as loud as we could for like 5 minutes. I was worried that they were that they wouldn't hear us. But they did. Fuck you. So we had another guy just going on a regular fishing trip, this guy, so I don't think he expected this. I wonder if that man remembers it. Having to rescue me and my dad. So yeah, nowadays I always check how the tide is doing. My family and I, we never dock like out in the middle of the river. It's always a safe place, like near the shore. And with a safe tide, we're very careful now after that experience. Like, one and done, lesson learned. So, were you on the boat for like any particular purpose or like anything you were doing, or was it just like a recreational thing that got ruined by a lightning storm? We're just exploring the shores. I gotta say, in terms of drowning or like in terms of near drowning experiences, I definitely think you have me beat. Like a whole lightning storm. Oh yeah, shoot, have I mentioned it on stream? I just finished a round of antibiotics for my sinus infection. There's been a terrible sickness spreading throughout the whole school, and I'm just so cool and popular and always hanging out with people, so it was inevitable that I got sick. Antibiotics. Well, these ones weren't so bad, luckily. They were really small pills. But yeah, I'm not great with pills either. I always just have to envision really hard in my mind that I'm eating a bite of my pan-fried potatoes that I love. Oh, wait, what? Was not keeping track of my health. Okay, so we're farming rosaries for now, so because we need to have enough rosaries both to buy one last tool and then to buy that key. Any dry smoke pill swallowers for chat? No, I have them with a sip of water. So, try pouring the powder from inside the pill into water once. I am not surprised that came back up. Yeah. No, it's it makes sense that you and I don't do that. You know, Equinox can probably dry swallow pills really easily. He's used to that. Okay, no, running away. No! Half of my rosaries. I lost half my fucking rosaries just now. I had... Oh my god, I was in the 400s. Sorry for yelling. Fortunately, my sister has gone back to college when her break is over, so at the very least I'm not waking her up right now. While we're on the topic of medicine, good segue on my part there. Ever since I made the decision to do an undergrad and then most likely go to med school, I've been wondering what kind of doctor I'd be. And realistically, I have no idea now. And I'll only find out once I start doing the rounds as a med student. But one of the things that seems really interesting to me is, when did I decide that? Like a month ago. I gotta be honest, meant to tell you in a different context than being on a live stream, and I forgot, so sorry. I did think about telling you, though, if it makes you feel any better. Told me first because he likes me more than... Hey, bubble tea too. Anyways, well, okay. I think realistically, I have known that this is what I'm actually passionate about ever since I took up that position as a medical translator for 3 months. As soon as I spent 3 months volunteering at a hospital, I really should have known that the only viable career path for me in terms of self-fulfillment would be something in medicine. I think I was mostly just in denial about that because of how scary the prospect of med school is to me. You know, but like pretty much ever since the summer, I've had that in my brain, and I tried to just deny it and tell myself that I was just going to go to business school because business school would be easy and then proceed to make me a bunch of money. So that was my plan for a while there, that I would go to business school. But, I wouldn't be happy with that. That wouldn't fulfill me. Being a doctor would. Or, whatever I end up being. I really like the notion of being a phlebotomist, the one who does all the tests in the lab. But if I did that, I wouldn't all too often really interact with the patients. I know that, not as often as, general practitioners and such. And the interpersonal connection is a really big part of it for me. And the just feeling, seeing the people I help and helping them in a more in a way that feels more direct would be important to me. But I do have the option to get my master's and my bachelor's in 5 years and become a traveling technician. That's one of the programs I've seen, researched a little bit. But yeah. If all goes well, you're currently listening to the ramblings of a future doctor. Okay, I don't know exactly how much I need. Let's see if 730 is enough. Wants to be a doctor one day, but she's taking a break from school for a little bit. That's good. I'd say we need as many future doctors as we can get. That, you know what? I said that out loud. I really hope that didn't sound belittling just now. You know what I mean, right? I'm not saying she wouldn't be... Not doubting that she'd be just as good at it as anyone else. I'm not man, just forget I said anything at all. I don't like women in... Alright. Hush. We love women in STEM on this channel, I promise. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. Asmongold Simulator. No, don't compare me to that man. I'm nothing like Asmongold. I'm not a misogynist. And I shower. Get the fuck on with it. I'm not reading your dialogue. Oh my god. I totally forget what that becomes. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this. Okay, so 730 was in fact enough. Why do we come to these? You're right, you should go watch Asmongold. It's better than you, at least. I don't know. Just hurt my feelings now. I will say I've noticed. Okay, so if I continue talking about Asmongold any longer, one second, let me. If I continue talking about Asmongold any longer, it's just immediately going to bridge into a bunch of political stuff, which I think is important and do talk about often, like with my little pre-recorded videos, but I know that like there's a time and a place, so if you guys aren't in the mood to hear about all that, I will stop talking about Asmongold right now. Let me know. What's, no. Where is it? Hey, Bubble Tea. Let's hear about Bubbles Day instead. Yeah, let's hear about Bubbles Day instead. Let's liking women and I don't know why was it gonna be. I did not mean for it to sound sarcastic. I said something, and then I realized afterward that it might have sounded sarcastic, and then I immediately felt bad, and then I tried to go back on it, and just how was your day, Bubble Tea? I do like women in STEM. I like women anywhere. Women are cool, you guys. Including in STEM. Yeah, look at that. Trying to figure out. Last question of my quiz. Ooh, quiz for what? Is anatomy and psychology. Woohoo! I mean psycho. Oh, did I misspeak? Oh, look at this, you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love this. This is such a cool crest. Ah, look at these attacks. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, what's my charge attack? The wellness continuum. Is this a free response question? Is this like a little essay prompt thingy? I love this so much. Multiple choice. Alright, send us a picture on Discord. We'll help you out. Let's see here. The wellness continuum is being aware of one's feelings, displays how the dimensions of wellness are all interrelated with each dimension, establishes a positive physical living and working environment, is being sound in body, mind, and spirit. I would probably put B. Just that would be my guess. This is so cool, you guys. Now I need to get a bunch of fucking memory lockets. But still... I'm probably going to have to stick with the Wanderer's Crest until I get said memory lockets. Let's see here. Does anyone else have something important going on tomorrow? Am I keeping anybody up irresponsibly if I stream a little longer? Because I only have to be up by 9 o'clock tomorrow to make sure I'm not late for my plans. So I can stay up decently late tonight and not lose out on sleep. Sleep is for the week, yeah, okay. It was very convenient. I'm bored and unable to sleep. That's good. Who's right? Yes! I'm so smart. All the credit when a woman had the same answer. When did I say she wasn't smart? We both came to the same conclusion independently. It is completely fair of me in this moment to say that I'm smart. She's smart too. It was not inferred. Alright. That's right. Didn't mean to type there. Now you just sound southern. That's the right word right there. Mm-hmm. Did I do the pips today? I did not. I did them yesterday, but I couldn't complete the hard one because I only ever do them in my English class because I have a friend who, him and I, we like to race each other in the pips, like so you can complete them faster. He usually wins. Not always. Not always. I've managed a few wins, but alright. Be enough for today. You can remind me at the end of stream if you want. Just heard a trumpet. Might just be my chair moving around. Did I ever mention to y'all that I got a new chair for Christmas? The fuck? But yeah, I got a new chair for Christmas. It's a good chair. I like it. Academic stress, leaving me lie. That's fine. That is gonna be me, you know. Once I get to college, doing my undergrad. I think I'll most likely do my undergrad in bio. Okay, well, see, we can fairly attribute all that to me just being bad at the game. Don't, you know, can't blame the crest here. More streams with scenes in college. Yeah, don't be surprised by that. If I stop streaming once I'm in college. I mean, no offense to you guys, but my YouTube channel isn't exactly a priority in my life. So, like, you know, if it comes to the point where I have to choose between school and my YouTube channel, it's not going to be a difficult decision for me. Honestly, it would kind of be insulting to even frame that as a question at all, because it's not even a choice. It's just obviously school that I'd prioritize. God damn it! God damn it! Okay, on account of it's fully unlocked, and I can no, what? No, not. Yeah, that guy. And I can have the fast running and the compass. I'm dreading a stream withdrawal. You'll be fine. You can find a different streamer. There's a million of them. You should always think of me as just some completely random person who entertains you. You know, no different from any other YouTuber. Okay. Once I get even one more memory locket and I have the option to use one more yellow tool, I am definitely switching to the Architect's Crest. Oh, thank God. Different gears. So few people I can speak and be heard. You can find another unpopular Twitch streamer. Now, speaking of, I haven't checked Twitch chat even for like 3 streams now. I hope I haven't gotten any viewers. Why the hell is Twitch putting a VTuber on my front page? A VTuber on my fucking screen. Okay, I think I've just kind of already been here. It does not make me happy to say it, but we have to go to Biowater. So Thean, you're just VTuber model's a great idea. Don't ever say that in my chat again, Marcy. PNG model? No, not doing a PNG model. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not actually positive on what a PNG model would be. Would it just be a still PNG that I put on the screen, or explain? No. How the hell do I get to the exhaust? You know, I saw... Okay, well that's weird. That's very weird and inconvenient for me. There's some dark lore with VTubers. I gotta be honest with y'all, I'm just not a fan. I don't really have like a developed like, you know, I can't make an argument here, right? Secretly watch. Well, I don't, but I actually was just about to talk about Iron Mouse, because, hang on. Okay, need to avoid dying here. confessed his feelings to her over a donation, and she didn't reciprocate, so now he hates VTubers. It's true, VTubers and all women. I gifted her 5 subs and she didn't start fucking dating me. Anyways, I think I had, like, heard her name before, the name Iron Mouse, but I didn't know who she was, until I saw, like, bits and pieces and memes about the drama she just recently went through. God fucking damn it! On Instagram. I gotta say, I can kind of see how it was so polarizing. Did you guys hear about it or, like, engage with it at all? Did not hear this. So Iron Mouse, the VTuber. So, okay, and I gotta be honest, you guys are gonna have to take what I say here with, like, a grain of salt for the most part, because I'm going completely off of, like, my memory of a bunch of Instagram reels. So, like, I might say something that's not exactly correct. So I'm gonna give you guys my best understanding here. Iron Mouse, the VTuber, showed up to, like, a streamer event, like the Streamer Awards. Of course, she wasn't there. Of course, she wasn't there physically. She had a little iPad that had her VTuber icon on it, and some guy was carrying it around. And there were these 2 other streamers, Rakai and whatever the Asian guy's name is, who, like, ran up to her, well, to the iPad, and were like, they were talking to her. They seemed like very seemed very enthusiastic to see her and all. From watching the video, I don't suspect that their enthusiasm for meeting Iron Mouse was completely genuine. It seemed like, you know, it's like if you were a total loser, in, like, high school, and you had the experience of, like, one of the popular kids that you don't really know, like, coming up to you and randomly striking up a conversation and acting, like, overly interested in everything. It kind of felt like that. It had that vibe to it. Like, hang on. Where was I? Venus, where we were just talking about the VTuber Iron Mouse. So that happened. The thing is, Rakai and the other guy, they didn't explicitly say anything mean, anything belittling, anything like that to Iron Mouse. They weren't inflammatory at all. They were like, "Oh, hey, it's Iron Mouse, dude, you're so cool." They were like, and the Asian guy. Let me look it up real quick. Ray. Yeah, I would not have said Ray. And Ray at one point asked Iron Mouse what she looked like in real life. Stuff like that. So like, it wasn't explicitly a negative interaction. I do like women in STEM. Stop saying I don't. You guys know my opinion on women. I give them a big thumbs up. We love women on this channel. You'll be ow. It'd be silly of me not to having the majority female audience that I do. Anyway, but I do either way. Where the hell was I? So that happened. Rakai and Ray had that interaction with Iron Mouse where it's like, I watched that video, I definitely think there was an uncomfortable energy, and I can see how Iron Mouse would be like off-put by it. But again, it wasn't like, it was just kind of a one-off thing. It was just like they talked to her for like a total of 1 minute. So then a bit later, Iron Mouse goes on stream, says that she was really uncomfortable, that she was, and I quote, visibly shaking, that like she didn't enjoy the conversation. And so like people are kind of freaking out about that and kind of like dogging on her. What are we talking about? I just said I said when you first got here what we're talking about. Okay, the full story is I went onto my Twitch to check if I had any viewers. We're safe, I didn't. And Twitch was recommending me a VTuber and putting a VTuber on my front page, so I said, ew. Which is the natural reaction to seeing a VTuber, in my opinion. And then Equinox said, oh, this guy secretly watches Iron Mouse, by the way. As a joke, because I don't, but I had heard about a recent controversy she had been in, so I was just talking about that. Oh. Oh. Damn it. I feel completely neutral in this controversy. Honestly, me too, because, like, I don't know Iron Mouse, obviously. I don't know anything about her. I don't know if she does maybe have really bad anxiety. Like, that's a thing she goes through. Maybe she does. Maybe she has, like, for all I know, she could have, like, crippling anxiety, and that could have been a horrible interaction for her. She was really uncomfortable. I think the issue that people are taking with her is everyone's watching the video, and they're seeing that Rakai and Ray, on the surface of it, were being actually very complimentary, and they're just saying that Iron Mouse is, like, overreacting, she's being overdramatic, whatever. Oh, and then there's the song that she came out with, that Iron Mouse came out with around this time, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a new song. I've only heard the part of that song I've only heard the part of that song that blew up, that has like gotten popular. I gotta say, terrible song. Really, really bad, but I mean, you know, it's not exactly the end of the world either. It's actually like 8 months old, I think. Oh, well. Oh, cool. That's bullshit. That shouldn't hit. Talking about the song "Cry for Me." I think yes, yes. I think that's what's called. Yes. It's not. It's just not good. It's not a good song in the slightest. Who is Iron Mouse? A VTuber. They're a VTuber. Oh god, fucking it! Oh fuck. I don't know if that does anything. Oh, hey, wait a minute. You stoop to a new low? How so? Ah! I found it, guys. Secret area. I didn't... I knew what I was looking for, but I actually didn't watch a guide for, like, specifically how to access that, so I'm proud of myself. Talking about VTubers in a serious context. Well, I mean, I don't think this is that serious. Oh, yay! A memory locket. I was just recounting the little controversy she was in. I mean, this was all specifically started by me hating VTubers. Which I do. Huh. I start recalling VTuber drama in 2026. Yeah, that'll be my job. I didn't know that. I said that already. Multiple times when you asked. Actually, me telling you that was how we have continued talking about it. Oh. Oh. Man. I wasn't paying attention? Well, then don't get mad at me. Whole Stream Awards thing was pretty awkward. Yeah, I could never dream of doing something like that. Did my last comment not send? Was it the she should join voice chat one? I mean, I don't have any problem with that, but she didn't acknowledge it, so I just figured I wouldn't either. If she didn't want to. You don't have to join Venus. It's okay if you don't want to. I still think it would be a fun experience if the rest of y'all joined the voice chat sometime. Like if that's a thing you want to happen, like be the change you want to see, and all. Okay, so there's that, and then what? Yeah, I got the Rite of the Polyp quest. Hey. But I already completed that quest. If he sees us more than like 3 people. I don't suppose you want to call Equinox? We haven't called in forever anyway. I remember like at towards like the not quite towards the beginning, but a little bit ago, we also had Bubble Tea on call. That was fun. That was a nice stream. I was really pissed off the whole time because I was in Sinner's Road, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so we're actually gonna have to listen to the goddamn fucking baby crying. Shut the hell up. Your life's not hard. I'm the only one who has not joined, I realize. Huh, that's true. Fun. This is so fun. How is it possible that you had a dream about somebody that you don't know what they look like? You saw her at a desk, but what did she look like? Yeah, this is gonna suck. I gotta be honest, y'all. I think you've mentioned it before, but I really can't even make out what your profile picture is. Just a little swirling mess of. Yeah, I mean that's either pink or red. I don't even really know what color is that. Yeah, I don't mind the moveset. Not a fan of being trapped wherever the hell this is, though. We're doing this little gimmick again. I notice I am also limited in how much silk I have. Eat. Am I going to be able to heal? No, I'm not. Ow. These are all four. 3 of them were basic. Just shut the fuck up. You know what she meant. God, you're such a Redditor sometimes. Well, actually, 3 of the words in that sentence were basic English. You don't know what yeah and it's and from means? You don't like it when I do the voice. I thought I sounded pretty cool. Well, that was pointless. Ooh, that's a cool dash attack. I like that. No, okay. Guess we're out of there. Or are we? Is this still a unique area? They took away my compass, so I have absolutely no way of knowing. Please. We have an entire stream of you doing it. I don't I don't know if I'd be able to. I don't know if I'm that committed to the bit. What? It's fine, Equinox. I'll call you later. I can do the voice later. Gonna die, aren't I? Yep. Yeah. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Ow. Oh. That was pretty cool. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I was not where I thought I was. Turn this into a rating shift dynamic shit. Jesus fucking Christ. We're not doing a rating shift dynamic stream. That was a one-time thing. That nobody enjoyed. No, nothing. Really. Okay, so yaoi and yuri are just Japanese gay and lesbian porn, right, guys? Yeah, okay, so I don't see why you even felt the need to specify that you prefer yuri. I feel like I could have actually made that inference. Being baited? When have I ever done that ever? Fuck, I have no idea where I am. And I need to find the fucking, I need to find where I just was, the whatever their name is, that put me in this whole witch crest situation. Okay, wait. You know, when you're applied to anime homosexuality in general. Well, I would know. I was pretty sure Streamer is joking, but I can never tell he has horrible sarcasm. What? No, I don't. I'm fine at being sarcastic. No, you know what? I think I just have too much of a developed sense of humor for you guys. Like, it's too advanced. The rest of y'all just don't get it. Because of how smart I am. Also, in my defense about my voice, I do that. Don't say that I have British humor. Don't associate me with that. I made speed use of British sarcasm. Okay, well, those are just two contradictory messages. Those are... Marcy's saying I have terrible sarcasm because she's used to British sarcasm. You're not on the same wavelength. Those are opposite wavelengths. Dude, where's watching? I'm sorry for yelling at you, Bubble Tea. I felt bad immediately after it. Doesn't have British humor, it's more like American humor. Well, I mean, yeah. Of course I have American humor. In what world is that not like the only humor that I'm expected to have? I mean, South humor. You don't even know what you mean by that. I took extreme offense to that. Me too. Like, what are you trying to label us as? And if you're already completely erroneously trying to call me unfunny, and then you label my humor as Southern, you know? Like, what are you trying to say about my people, Marcy? Worse than an already bad day? Well, I had a retort to that, but it would be too mean, so I'm not going to say it. Oh my god. Please elaborate. Dropped my controller there. I hear a kitty. Yeah. I believe that was Lavinia's meow. I had always thought that one day you guys would give up on the RoboCat bit. Of course, Marcy and Bubble Tea weren't even here when the origin of that joke started. Do you guys want to hear the story of the robot cat bit, Marcy and Bubble Tea? Have we told you that? Have we told you guys that one? Do you remember? We have. Oh, yes, you want to hear it. Okay. Yeah, so I was streaming Lethal Company, and this was back when I used a face cam. And as you guys remember... Sorry, guys, one sec. Anywho's, Star was there at the time. Star, my OG fan. And I was streaming Lethal Company, and Vinny was meowing in the background. So I was like, oh, hey, I should show you guys my cat on stream. You know, just like an OnlyFans model. So I went to go get the cat, Vinny. But so the thing with Vinny is that she meows really. Excuse me, what? What's up? So the thing with Vinny is that she always meows really loudly. So you think she's annoyed, like she sounds annoyed, but she's just meowing like for pets. So she was meowing really loudly as I was trying to get her to. As I was trying to like get her to come back to my room, so I could show her off to the stream. But then also I accidentally knocked over a bag. The hell? So I knocked over a bag, so I startled her, so she meowed again and ran away. So the joke, which came from Star and Equinox, is just simply that that I killed the cat. Because they heard the bag drop and Vinny meow and run away. Of course, the two smaller cats, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, weren't involved in this at any point. But the bit has expanded also to be that I killed them too, because why not? Because that's how Equinox always does these things, never knows when to leave well enough alone. Dropped an anvil on the cat and destroyed it, yeah. Yeah. Where the hell am I right now? Believe Equinox, yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. You're all haters. You're all just constantly preying on my downfall. no idea where I am in the world right now. Well, truthers, no, you're liars. You consistently have to lie to justify your hate. Because that's the only way there is to justify hating such a cool guy like me. Consistent lying. Alright, quitting out. How cool if you dislike women in STEM. You know what? I agree. I completely agree that people who dislike women in STEM are very uncool. That does not, however, work as an argument that I'm uncool. Because I do like women in STEM. I do. Wait, what? No, I was in the complete wrong place this entire time. Completely wrong. You threat. What? What are you talking about? And the death sounded awfully violent. I feel threatened. It was for dramatic emphasis. I'm not threatening you. I feel like if I continue with this bit, I will at some point probably start sounding threatening, because I feel like anyone repeatedly saying they're not threatening someone will eventually come around to sounding threatening. So I'm just going to stop that bit here, actually. God, I hate you. Threatening. I mean, it wasn't because you were mentally ill. It's mostly because of the kid. Okay, never mind. We're stopping there. We're stopping there. Stopping there. I was not threatening anyone. For any reason. Speak up? I am speaking up. I hope you guys know, I do these streams late at night. This isn't like what my voice sounds like during the day. The time you were bumping Iron Mouse music in your car, we ended up T-boning. Well, on ketamine, and we ended up T-boning someone. Of course. I love driving under the influence of illegal substances, and you can quote me on that. Is this true? No. No, we didn't T-bone anyone. It was a great deal more violent. I bet it was a woman in STEM. Hey, I would only ever hit and kill men with my car. Thank you very much. Now he's a performative male. That wasn't new. I'm always a performative male. Whenever somebody is describing a successful business person, but they don't mention their gender, I always say, oh, what was her name? You know, I just assume she's a woman. You know, I go like the next step, like further. That was going the wrong way. I do not... Okay. Yeah. Do not hang Labubus on my backpack. If I had the choice between purchasing a Labubu, bet he enjoys Dubai chocolate. Okay, well, I'm not enjoying this conversation right now. I feel like I'm getting a lot of accusations thrown my way that are very unfair. And why are you guys targeting me so much today? Painting me as many things I'm not. That is true, Marcy, you started it. Yeah, that's what I said. I hate this fucking game. Of all the crests that they could give a little special quest wherein you're stuck with it, they chose the one where I most consistently damage myself while pogoing off of spikes. Make no mistake, that was completely on purpose. The devs of this game always know what they're doing. Does anyone know where Okazaki fragment is? I do not. And I don't like Labubus. I also haven't tried matcha, so I can't confirm if I like that one or not. I honestly don't suspect I would. Because I don't really like anything other than hot chocolate. I'm childish like that. Which is probably bitter. I would not like it in that case. I prefer sweet treats. I don't like bitter. So very much the day after we did ketamine in his car. Well, you were still recovering from being on a bunch of ketamine, so you can't trust anything you claim you saw. Speaking of drugs, great segue. That's better, isn't it? That's gonna be me one day, y'all. Great yarn to be. My friend gave me a special brownie for my 16th birthday. That's early, a while back. Put it in the very back freezer. To forget about it. My grandma found it yesterday. Didn't want to throw it out when I got it, because I thought it was funny. Well, did you eat it? I now pay the consequences. Did you eat it? Did your grandma eat it? Was it consumed at all? Send it my way. Maybe. Well, that explains why you've been so inflammatory today. What was that, Sherman? What was what? Hey! How many milligrams was it? Do you know? What was your dosage? Not that this is a world I'm familiar with at all, firsthand. It's just, just asking a question out of curiosity. I don't know. Of course I don't know you, so, I can't confirm this. But you don't seem like a person with a very high tolerance. I wonder if it affects it at all to be marinating in a freezer for however many years, like 2 or 3. Because if it's just been in the freezer for that long, I don't imagine it would. I don't know. I wonder. I don't have an answer for that. You guys, check this out. That's cool. Only had a little half. Well, I didn't know how big it was. So, I wouldn't really have thought you were stupid if you did eat the whole thing. I don't have a frame of reference here. It's usually easy to tell, though. Of course, the brownies are tend to be brownie size. With the gummies, though, they're very small. Can still be a lot of milligrams. So it's always good to ask with those. oftentimes you just find yourself cutting them up into halves and quarters. So I've heard. That's, that's what people say. I'm supposed to have things like that, especially because like mental illness mentioned, makes me paranoid. Okay. I tell you what. There was again a joke that I thought of making. But if you are actually feeling paranoid right now, it would be really, really mean of me to exacerbate that. I think that would be too far, so I won't make that joke either. Because, never expected to be on that top. You can't say that and not make it. Well, it would have just been along the lines of the, like, I'm in your wall jokes, but I wouldn't have said exactly that, because that wouldn't have been funny, but it would have been, like, that same vein of joke. But again, like, said it yourself once. Said what myself? Oh, that you can't just say something like that and then not make the joke. I probably did say something like that once. I will say, the only issue with brownies is that the process of making them is tedious. Allegedly. That's what people say. The thing is that you have to put the marijuana in with the butter. You have to kind of melt it into it, and then and completely stinks up the house with a very unpleasant smell. I personally do not think the pros outweigh the cons. From what I heard and what I like imagine and can extrapolate in my head. It's too quiet now. Well, what do you want to talk about? Seems fun for like a gag or something, but not as a main way to consume it. Well, I wouldn't say gag. You gotta disclose to someone if that's what you're giving them, or like. I mean, you guys know how much I love baking. I always send I actually send a very small fraction of all of the things I bake to the Discord server because I tend to just forget. But yeah, I love baking. That was weird. Oh my god, I'm missing all my shots. There. Ow. Already? she does that. I see. I think edibles should be legal like alcohol, but only in certain amounts. Personally, I think it should actually be... I think alcohol should be more illegal. And I think it should be under stricter regulations. I think both should be legal in their own certain extents. But although, frankly, I think all drugs should be decriminalized. It's not to say legalized or like to have their use encouraged. I just think if somebody is like caught in possession of like copious amounts of an illegal substance, they should be sat in front of a social worker and given the resources they need to overcome their addiction. They should not be thrown in jail. That's just stupid. That doesn't help anyone. That doesn't get anyone anywhere. And I think that's just about the worst thing we could do. Alright, how did she do that? Try to jump away. Dude, I pressed the jump button, I swear to God. Fuck. Oh, nope. Nope. I can't deal with that boss fight right now. Hey, I think it's a good sign that we got to the third phase on our second try there. At the very least. No, I didn't end the stream. I was sending a text. Sorry. Here. Hello? Are y'all still confused in the chat? Or you didn't realize you didn't end the stream? That'll be funny. Alrighty. Greater than 2 and 4, so let's put that there to start with. Might not be the case. Although, of course, since this one is on the edge and there's only one connecting to it, we know that all of this 8 has to be from just one piece, and that can only be 1, of said pieces. So this one we know for sure. This one has to add up to 8. So it's looking like, there we go. Alright, and these can't be equal, and this has to be less than 16. Of course, 16 divided by 3 would be 5 1/3, and you can't have decimals here, so it's just we need to have less than 2 5s and a 6. We need to have less than that. And it looks like we couldn't have a combination more than that, so the only thing we know for sure right now is that this is most likely not the case. Still technically could be, though. This leaves a lot of ambiguity. Let's see here. This one has to be less than 4, so it can only be this, 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 or this. So let's just do trial and error. Start out by guessing. These ones have to be unequal. So if we put this one, then we won't have a 2 and a 3 to put in this one. So I am most inclined to say this. Could also maybe be the 2. And let's see here. These are unequal. That is 12, which is less than 16. But if we do that, we don't. Then we can put a 4 here. Got something wrong? Oh, that's a greater than sign. Can't tell y'all how often I make that mistake. There we go. That was easier. All right. What does this say? Bird? All right. I'm definitely not solving this one. Just letting y'all know that one out the gate. All right. Let's start by guessing. Is there a 3 4? There is. Well, the way that this works out, there'd have to be like 2 that are just all 4 the same number. And that's never the case. So it therefore has to be the case that we put 1 here that's like 2 of the same, and then we have some surrounding them. Oh, look at that. I guess it was Venus. Tisk tisk. Till the end of the what? You can't just leave us on a cliffhanger like that. I mean, I hope you guys don't ever feel obligated to stay on these streams. You can leave whenever you want, you know. I mean, you don't even have to fucking join them if you're not feeling it, you know, on a certain day. Like, I think it would be a bad thing if there was a sense of obligation here. Alright, this might not be ones. I think that would work. 2. And then we could put could have that and that. And that fills all those rules. Greater than 1, not making the mistake this time. Oh, look at me. I'm good. I'm good, aren't I? Alright. I don't know why I exited full screen for that. It's getting too close to midnight. I'm very tired. Alright, Sudokus. I'm generally good at Sudokus. I don't feel like doing the thing where I say my thought process out loud for this one. Just trust me. I'm not reading chat right now. By the way, I'm really focused on the Sudoku. I like Sudoku. No, brownie was a horrible decision. How long ago was it? Usually lasts like 4 hours when it's something you ingest, like an edible. So people say, that's the word. Yep, 4 hours, give or take. Well, obviously you don't know your milligram dosage. Other people have found that can be dehydrating. So you should definitely keep an ice water next to you at all times for the next little while. I'm getting a feeling that you are the people who are saying. I don't know why you would think that at all. So keep an ice water on hand. I'm definitely going to be ending the stream soon, so just like have another video queued up, something that relaxes you. Other people have found that Jenny Nicholson is a really good YouTuber in these scenarios. Her video essays are really good. She's like very clearly a very smart person and is passionate about the things she talks about. So other people have found that she has really good videos for this scenario. If you're not already in bed right now, I'd probably also recommend that because it's also just late at night anyway. So like, you not gonna do yourself any good by like keeping yourself up. Of course, there are those out there that have said that it does make it hard to fall asleep, especially if it was like recently that you ate. How long ago? How long ago did you eat it? The other people who are saying this in the room with us. No, it's just like just out and about, just the general public. It's just like the word on the street. Also, if you're anything like the other people who say these things, you probably will feel like really tired by the time it starts winding down and wearing off. And I definitely hope you don't have anything going on tomorrow, because, like, you know, around the start of the okay, so you're like more likely than not, you're like at the halfway point, if not a little behind the halfway point. So, like, try to fall asleep. You might not be able to. Maybe just be scrolling on Instagram Reels or something. Again, keep a nice water. Try to find just some form of media that relaxes you, and don't worry yourself about doing anything else tonight. You just need to be in bed. And you are probably going to be pretty out of it tomorrow. Like, tomorrow is just going to be a sucky day for you. No sugarcoating it. I can't lie about that one. Of course, this is all, like, general advice. I don't know if you... Like, of course, you and I are just, like, different fundamentally, so it might present itself in a slightly different way for you. I don't have any reason to think it's a risk for you, because I don't know. I don't know you. Not really. In that regard, I suspect you'll be fine. But just, like, don't freak out. Don't get worried about that, But just, like, keep a close eye on yourself, Just be aware of how you're doing, like physically. No, a Redditor said yes. Okay. Well, in any case, the actual highness, it shouldn't last for too much longer. If you try to fall asleep, I suspect that you will be able to fall asleep before it's fully worn off, which is probably your best bet if you're not liking it right now. As for the paranoia side of things, other people have said, like, in their experience, the main thing you need to do is just keep reminding yourself that it's gonna wear off soon enough anyway, and you're just riding it out for the rest of it right now, but it'll be fine. Anything up with you, Bubble Team? I'm so done. Well, I mean, okay, how big was it? How big was the brownie? Nothing but the ceiling. Well, I can't tell you what else is up. I can tell you what's a little high right now, though. Average brownie size. So, yeah, I can probably reasonably picture it. But you said you only had half, which was smart of you. That's good. So. You'll be fine. Just gotta relax. Again, this is all, like, hearsay. Like, I'm just telling you what I've heard other people say. Like, Can't confirm any of it firsthand. Just I'm relaying information to you. What kind of people do you hang out with? I'm pretty sure you can reasonably infer by this point. Hey, sure, come on guys. Listen, I'm going on the record right now and I'm telling you guys I have never once been under the influence of illegal substances in a school setting, okay? He hangs out with pretty cool people, obviously. Oh, this is amazing. This is an amazing little solve here. So we have a 1-8 double right here, meaning it's when the very subtle sarcasm is bad. Because I honestly can't tell. Not being sarcastic. So it means that, like, if a 1 doesn't go here, then an 8 has to go here. If a 1 doesn't go here, then an 8 has to go here. Right? So no other digits can go here or here. It has to be either a 1 or an 8. So we have a 1-8 double right here, a 4-6 right here, a 5-9 right here, and we already have a 2 and a 7. So even though we only have 2 digits in this row, we can already figure out what number goes here. There's only one last thing it can beat, and that is 3. That was cool. I just had to explain that one to you guys. I don't know what I'm doing talking, this is beyond my comprehension. Oh, well, you know, I've just had to forge my Sudoku skill through years of practice. Anyone can do it, really. It's nothing to brag about or anything. I guess I am pretty cool, though. Sometimes this is beyond my comprehension. You're driving the ladies away. Oh, did y'all watch my latest political stances video? No worries if not. Just curious. Because the topic I was talking about in that one is slightly tangentially related. I was talking about how it's like such a contentious point, the notion of whether or not you can be just friends with somebody of the opposite gender. And my point in the video was that I found that entire argument incredibly stupid, because the answer should be a really obvious... Whoops, already an 8. The answer should be a really obvious yes. I think in an ideal world we could all agree on that. Personally, I think we're talking about men here because that's the people who really actually tend to bring this stuff up. Whenever I hear a man say that, like, they don't think men and women can be just friends, to me, all I hear is that they're likening themselves to like a dog, you know, to just an animal. It's like, why not? Why is it so inevitable that you be attracted to them? Why can't you just see them as a person? Are you that controlled by your impulses? Can you not rise above that? Is that not what kind of makes us human, the ability to rise above nature? Are humans, is intelligence not in many ways the antithesis to nature and what is natural? I say this in the video too, and I will say I'm very biased in this regard, because out of all of the friends I have, I think maybe two of them are guys. Sit on my male friend a while back. I think it ruined it for me. Yeah, fair enough. But like I get pissed off whenever I hear this like topic being discussed. A lot of people end up putting too much emphasis on romantic relationships and end up forgetting the value of good friendship. That's true. That's very true. But yeah, that was I made a like my latest rambling video was about that. I will say, all of the discussions we've just had about the brownie and everything, if you watch back on my 6 disconnected topics video, and you look in the section titled a miscellaneous connection, the things I've said just now could give you a clue as to what that connection is. I'm purposefully being very vague here. I wonder if you guys will figure it out. No, not 3. What am I doing? Hey, look at that. What else y'all want to talk about? Cosmic brownie size. I don't know how big you make it. I don't. Make no mistake. Don't even know why you'd say that. Cosmic brownie size. I don't know what a cosmic brownie is. Oh. Oh, that's tiny. That's very small. You should be fine, man. And if you only ate half of that, I imagine you're not on any more than like 5 milligrams right now. The big one? Okay. The big cosmic brownie. Like the full packet? The 13 ounces? Or one piece of that? How do you know I'm typing up the wrong kind? Well, I hope you didn't eat half of a 13-ounce brownie. Because you said it was small? Okay, yeah, fair. Okay, so I typed up the wrong one the first time. I think I saw the right one the second time. In which case, again, that seems pretty reasonable. They generally take an hour to kick in, so I've heard. So if you took it at the beginning of the stream, that would have been 2 hours ago. That would have been 10 o'clock. Would have taken about an hour. That would have been 11. So if you're anything like the people that say these things, then like you should be okay around 3 to 4 a.m. And you should definitely try to fall asleep before then. Just be in bed with your eyes closed. Another big thing you have to watch out for is when you get the munchies. I think weight also plays a factor. That's a good point. That's a good point because I'm like 230 pounds. So for me, hypothetically, it would probably take more. A little more. But I think tolerance is more of a factor than weight. You know, if you spend long enough doing it, if it's like your first time, even if it's your first time in months, then, 5 milligrams is probably enough. So people say. That's what people say. It's the word. I'm under 90. Oh, wow. Then. I'm taking my word for that. Okay, that's the thing to think about. Don't be concerned. No, not in that context. I'm concerned in relation to the marijuana. Not like concerned, just like that's also a factor to consider here, apparently. Experience in pharmaceuticals, guys. Me neither. Okay, this is all secondhand stuff that I'm telling you. This is all alleged. This is just what I've heard people online say. We don't have to stay on this topic if you don't want to. I'm fine with it. I like this topic, if anything. Due to all of my secondhand knowledge. I'm not going to tell you people are uncomfortable now. Well, you're probably also overthinking right now. Considering. You're probably in a state where you're more prone to overthinking than usual. Of course, it's different for everyone. Some people find that the exact opposite happens to them. Alright. I'm stuck on the hard Sudoku. I'm going to use a hint. Normally, I would persevere and just try to find it out, but for the sake of content, we're going to Try to expedite the process a little here. Am I able to discern if that's... Oh. Yes, that's a 5. I don't think I'd be very good at putting into words how I figured out that that was a 5, but it is definitive. That is definitely 5. You have any other questions, Marcy? Anything you're worried about? I had to do a 2-mile walk for my wellness class. Had to be between the time 30 to 45 minutes. Oh my god. Ugh. That would be terrible for me. Like, I've timed this before. I have a default walking speed of 3 miles per hour. In fact, this is going to last at least another hour and a half. Actually, let's see here. Took it at 10. Kicked in 11. It's gonna last longer than that, Marcy. Most likely. Again, going off of averages and like general information, everyone's different, so you can't make any definitive statements about these things. The only person you can talk definitively about is yourself when talking about the effects of these things. However, there are averages. So you can make educated guesses, you can make assumptions. And just based off an educated guess, I would say you have 3 hours to go. Or more. I would say you have 3 hours minimum. So if you're going to finish the rest of the brownie, just have a quarter next time, and you'll probably be fine. Because, you know, a lower dose will tend to have the opposite effect. It'll mellow you out. You know, it'll do what you actually want it to do when it comes to marijuana. A higher dose just sucks for everyone. I'll say paranoid, but I don't expect you to know much about that. Well, of course not. Of course not. Because, not me, but, you know, just what people say, you know, that, like, you know, the friend of mine that I get all this from who, you know, is themselves a big stoner, like, they usually tend to stick to the lower doses, never really go high on anything. So, never really had to experience the, you know, that side of things. And of course, there's there are other factors that play there. Is no one in the room with us? Of course not. What the hell? Just so you guys know, I'm definitely going to have to unlist this stream once it's done, which is a shame, because this was a good one. Does it have to be unlisted? I don't know about the legality of talking about all this. I don't know if YouTube's going to strike me down. Make me feel like I'm on psychedelics. Whatever. Fine, I'll keep it up. YouTube would have already taken the stream down. Yeah, good point. Alright. Hint number 2. But sure I did. That's true, I did. Yeah, we're not finishing the hard Sudoku, y'all. I think I already did the Wordle for today, but I forget. Play the hightail? I don't know what that is. Should I know what that means? Let's see here. I'm blocking the screen with chat. Okay, let me read it out to you. The first letter is T. E is yellow. So I don't know where it goes yet, and so is I. So those are somewhere in the word. He's making stuff. Yeah. You guys definitely should have caught on to that. Alright, let's just try this out. Oh, okay, so that is where the S goes. I forgot. What's the hightail? I forget what hightail is. I do need to sleep soon. Remember, I have plans at 10 o'clock tomorrow. I have no idea what this Wordle. You can't blame me, guys. I'm tired. Very tired. Failing the Wordle out of being tired. I don't even have any ideas, to be honest. Made by the same developers as the Hive. Does it cost money? Also, I mean, I'm not playing it right now. I'm not starting a whole thing. There. Alright. We're done, y'all. Oh yeah, I downloaded this game, Reverse 1999. Friend of mine wanted me to download it because nobody they knew played it, and they wanted to have somebody to talk to about it, so they wanted me to play it. So I played like the round of it. Wasn't the biggest fan. I don't think I'm going to be playing that one on stream. I'm going to call someone. Yeah, that would probably be okay too. I will say though, still, like, if you can like find a good video or even like a TV show or movie, anything like that, like that would also work okay. And be trying to fall asleep. Like be in bed with an ice water on your little side desk or whatever you have. It's the best advice I can give you. Goodbye. Oh, and a snack too. Have some snacks if you have those at your disposal. Some chips or what have you. But goodbye.